Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we're going to be making a simplified birthday card, just basically a simple birthday card. I'm always in need for birthday cards, so I wanted to put another one together. So let's go ahead and see how this one came together. To get started today, I'm going to be using this Pretty Pink Posh, try saying that like 5 times fast, stamp. This one is Let's Party. I'm also going to be using the coordinating die set for this as well today. And for my color choices, I think I'm going to go off of this. This could change though. I change my mind a lot, so who knows what's going to happen. But I think I'm going to use Lawn Fawn, Plastic Flamingo, Juice Box, Sunflower, Fish Tank, and Freshly Cut Grass for today's color palette. Not exactly sure how it's going to work, and like I said, I might end up changing my mind. I'm also going to be using this Mama Elephant Stamp Basic Borders. This is going to be really great for creating my simple kind of design on the card base itself. Card base is Nina Solar White 110 pound cardstock, nothing too fancy. I've cut it to A2, it's going to be an A2 size card. And now what I'm doing is, first of all, I want to make sure that this stamp is perfectly even. Like, I don't want it to, you know, bow out in any direction. So I just want to be very careful as I'm kind of lining this up. I am using my Misty today. I don't pull the Misty out very often, mostly because it's not my favorite tool to use, but I do pull it out every now and again when I feel like I need it specifically for a specific project, and I think today's project is going to call for it. So I'm going to pick up my stamp on the Misty door, and I'm just going to place my card base right here at the 2-inch mark. I think that's going to be a great place to start with. And all I'm going to do is move my paper down as I continue to stamp. At least I think I will. Yeah, that should give me plenty of room. I was worried there for a moment that my card might end up running off the edge, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to be very careful and make sure that I'm paying really close attention to everything. Now comes in, I'm going to bring my inks in here. I'm trying to think of how do I want, is this the order that I want them in? I kind of want them in rainbow order, but then I kind of don't. Especially because we don't have a full rainbow, and pink is technically not in the rainbow either. So I think we're gonna kind of play around here with my color order, and I don't want that. I think we'll go with this. You know, worst case is I don't like it and I end up starting over. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna ink up the whole stamp. I'm just gonna get this little area right, because we don't want the whole stamp inked up. We just want enough to do this little corner right here. So I'm going to stamp that out using this Fish Tank ink, and that actually looks really good. So I'm going to keep going through this process, and all I'm going to do is just move my stamp or my card base down. I think that will probably be the next one, and I need to clean off the stamp before I try it out. Okay, I just stamped the Plastic Flamingo, and as you can see, not all of my lines are perfectly equal. Like, the blank spaces in between are not perfectly equal. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. You'll also see that I didn't quite get the best impression on this flamingo. Part of it is that it will kind of smooth out. That's what I've learned using inks, is sometimes for most of the time, they'll actually smooth out as they dry, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, it's a handmade card. There's no card police that are gonna pull you over for getting something a little wonky. It's no big deal. So I like how this turned out. I'm glad I did use the Misty today. It does come in handy every now and again for certain projects, and this was just one of those that I feel like it really helped out a lot on, and I got some fuzzies on my stamp. I've got to clean those off, but anyways, so that is going to be our card base, kind of look like that. I think that's going to look really cool. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, for the next step, I'm going to use this freshly cut grass to stamp my image from the Pretty Pink Posh stamp set. I love this image. I could see doing a great shaker card with it. I didn't have any acetate to work with today, so unfortunately can't do the shaker card, but I think this will still come out really nicely. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So I have some more, I think this is Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I have a junk drawer, not junk drawer, it's not junk, but I have a drawer of just unused scraps of white paper, actually of all colors of paper, to be honest, and so I just reached in there and grabbed this one. I think it is Neenah Solar White, but it could be Recollections 65-pound paper. Not sure. Doesn't really matter. It does what I need it to do, and that's the most important thing. So there is our stamped image. I'm going to go ahead and run this through my die-cut Gemini Junior machine, and we'll get it all cut out and ready to go. So I said I was going to be done, but I'm not done yet. I realized I needed to grab a sentiment. So I'm grabbing the sentiment. I hope I have made this as level as I freaking can. I'm going to use some VersaFine ink. It's a smaller graphic, so I want to use VersaFine to make sure that I get all those details in there. So I'm going to ink it up, and I have a little extra space on this piece of scrap paper, so I'm just going to put it down here at the bottom. Normally, I would do something like a black die cut, or is it like a black, what am I trying to say? I would cut this out of black paper and do white heat embossing on it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm lazy today, and I just kind of, I'm not feeling that. I don't know why, but it's just not what I really want to do today. So think we're gonna go with this, but I could change my mind again. Who knows? I want something different, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna die cut all this out, and we'll move on from there. All right, I got my little panel cut out, so now I'm gonna set that off to the side because I realized I missed like the largest, biggest, like it was flashing me in the face kind of opportunity, and I don't know why I didn't see it, but I can put the greeting in between some of the color strips, just like this, so that way it's, I don't know why I didn't think to do that. It just was like, hey Ian, here I am, and I totally ignored it. But anyways, so I'm going to restamp this on just straight onto the card itself, not doing any popping up or anything like that. I think this is going to be the perfect way to put the greeting on. Do just like that. Yes, that is exactly what it needed to be, so that's what it's going to be. All right, next up, I'm going to use some foam adhesive and pop up my circle. There we go. I like how it came out. I like that I put the greeting here on the diagonal. I could have done something differently for this circle, maybe some black cardstock with heat embossing on it. But honestly, I really like how this came out, and that dimension is very helpful to kind of pop it out from the background. Even though it's the same color as the background, it really helps kind of define it. So I think it's really cool, and I know my recipient's going to like it. Thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm making it my goal in 2021 to hit 100,000 subscribers, but I need your help to make that happen. Take a moment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then don't forget to check out the other great videos that I have here on my channel. Also, share this video with your friends and tell them to come check out the Off Kilter Crafter.